Hello and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Now, yes, we are still part of Paddling and Pedaling Florida Adventures, but I wanted to bring back the segment of On the Patio. I've had a lot of people request that because I do a lot of reviews on the patio. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, today's review is focused strictly on e-bike, and we are going to be doing a Tannus Arrmour lining. Also adding two brand new HEB Allscape 20 by 4 inch heavy duty puncture proof tires. Now I got these from HEB eBikes, hence the hat. I couldn't believe that. I opened up the box on that thing and it had a brand new cap in there and it's had HEB eBikes on it. Now that company is based out of California and they handled this shipment really simple. I ordered it and the next few days it was here. Real happy with that. Well packaged and it's ready to go. So anyway, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to install the Arrmour liner and the tubes. Now the tubes that the Arrmour liner has are undersized tubes. Now you want to order your liners with the tubes because they're a little bit undersized to accept the area for the liner. Now regular 4-inch inner tubes will work. It's just the undersized one is what they've manufactured to be used with that particular liner. So we're going to be putting the tires on today and we're going to be putting the liners in and the brand new tubes and all that kind of stuff because here's what happened. I've already had two flats on my T42 that, I mean, and it shouldn't have went flat. I mean, but the tire structure on the stock bikes is so thin that anything can puncture it. And I had to go on a hunt for a puncture-proof, heavier duty tire. And that's when I found the HEB Allscape 20 by 4s. So I ordered them. I'm going to give them a shot. I've had good reports on them. These are street and off-road tire. So it should fit my bill. So without further ado, let's get the installation going. Hi guys, here we go. We are going to start installing the Tannus liners. But first, here's the new tire. It's the HEB Allscape 20 by 4. Now, these have a rotation direction. You want to make sure you find it, and it's up here right below this tire size. You'll see rotation direction. So make sure you get installed correctly as far as the rotation goes. All right. So the first thing we got to do, guys, is go ahead and install the liner before we put in the tube. Now again, this tube is undersized. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now I heard that this is kind of a chore, so we're going to find out. Once I get it started, I guess it'll be okay, but I don't know. Man, this is a real pain in the butt right now. Hi guys, I stopped putting it on with the rim on. I could not get that Arrmour liner in. I think it's easier to mount the liner inside the tire first. And then put the tire on the rim, and that's what I'm doing now, and it seems to be going a lot easier because I'll be tucking that section down in there anyway. But this is a lot easier. I could not get that thing in there. All right, guys, that was a real chore. It is easier if you put the liner in the tire first and then mount the tire and liner on the rim. So now we're going to do the new tube. now we're going to finish tucking the tube in and then tuck the rest of the liner in. And then we'll do a 10-pound inflation. And then we got to do some kneading. It's like kneading bread. And we'll see how this all goes. Make sure you don't twist any part of your tube. But it sure is easier putting the liners in with the tire off the rim. Man, that was easy that way. I could not even get it started on the other one. And these are heavy-duty tires, so they're not these real thin ones that we get on our bike stock. Okay, now what you do, guys, is you take the liner and tuck it in behind the rim, like this. Using your thumbs work great. We're just tucking it into place. I was told this is not an easy task, and it's not, but it's not that difficult once you figure it out. Now we're about ready to put the tire on. Now the tire, liner, and tube is in. Now we're going to start installing the rear tire onto the rim. Whew, man, this is a beast. That's where you're going to need your tire tools, guys. No question about it. This is the easiest part of the whole operation, is this part. Well, I like the way these tires seat. There we go. Almost done. All right. Whew. The tire is seated, and we are in great shape. So the tire liner and the new tire and new tube is installed. Now I got to take it up to 10 pounds. I want to check the other side to see if there's any. Wow, I love the beads on this HEB. You know how hard it is to get the beads to work. These are just dead on. All right, guys, the next thing to do is to only put 10 pounds of air in the tire, and then we're going to knead the tire to make sure it's seated. And you see what I'm doing? I'm just rolling the tire to make sure everything is seated. And I'm going to do this actually twice. Well, that really put that bead right. Okay, again, same thing. Just roll it like this. And make sure everything is there. Now I'll take it up to my particular pressure, which is 25 pounds. That's where I like my tires. And this task is done. Whoop. Okay, there we go. Hi guys, I want you to look at the tread difference on these. I mean, these are extremely well made. I think I'm going to be extremely happy with these tires. But that's the process. One of the things I noticed right away, you know how hard it is to get the bead to set on the stock tires? These HEB's bead set was absolutely flawless. I mean, nothing came out of shape. I mean, nothing at all. I am so pleased. Guys, what we're going to do is go ahead and do the other tire. I won't bore you with that. And then I'll get these installed, and the next thing, I'll be out road testing them. So, hey, we'll be back in a bit. Hi, guys. What I want you to do is look at the bead set. Now, this tire is totally deflated. Now, try that with your stock tires. Well, hello and welcome to the road test of the Tannus Arrmour insert installation and brand new HEB all-scale tires. I got to see today if I lose power, if anything. I know there's additional weight of about 4 pounds of tire. So that's what you're going to have to do an offset with. So far I haven't seen any speed changes, but I will be doing a top end throttle only test to see if it has been impacted. So hey, without further ado, let's get this test going. Now, one thing I learned about these tires right out the jump is, you know how the stock tires have that whine when you're on like asphalt or concrete, they sing. There is a sing on these, but it's low pitch. It's not a high pitch whine, it's real low pitch. And what I wanted to do here was to see what the differences are. Now, right now I'm in PAS2. I'm coming up to speed. I noticed that it does take you a little bit longer to get to speed, but I'm at speed now. I have mine set at PAS2 at a max of 16, and that's what we're doing right now. But I did notice that there was a little bit longer to get to that point, but I figure you're adding about 8 pounds to the bike with these tires. But the trade-off is well worth it, because I don't want to walk around and walk 3 miles or have to lock my bike up because I've got another flat. I'm over that. So anyway, we're going to continue our ride this morning and test and see how these tires fare out. So we'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, I just did the speed test on this flat area and I lost about 2 miles an hour overall. I put up in the PAS5 throttle only. I got to 26. I used to get to 28. So that's a fair trade-off for these particular tires. They handle well. They handle in the turns really good. We have a few more places to go and a couple more tests to do, but right now it looks like there's about a 2 mile an hour loss, and it is a little bit slower getting up to speed with these particular tires. But I expected a trade-off on this because you're adding an additional 8 pounds to your bike. They're about 4 pounds of tire roughly. That might be too much, but I'm thinking it's 4 pounds per tire. So anyway, hey, we'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, what we're doing now is going to do a little off-road test, because they say these are both street and off-road. So I got this section of gravel road and grass and bumpy dirt and stuff like that, so we're going to go down that right now. So hey, here we go. Go off the road right here. Morning, ladies. Oh. do a little test through here and see how we fare out. The handling of these tires is pretty nice. That was a pretty sharp turn I just did right there, and it was absolutely effortless to do. Stop right here. And anyway, guys, it went through the off-road test real good. So far, I've learned that it takes a little more effort to get up to speed, and it's going to knock about 2 miles an hour off your top end speed for these tires. So anyway, we're going to continue our ride, so we'll be back in a bit. Well, hey guys, we're going to wrap it up out here at on the patio with Mr. D and Pedaling Florida Adventures. Hey, we went out and tested the HEB Allscape 20x4 fat tires along with the Tannus Arrmour inserts. Now, we showed the installation in this video, but the big thing was I wanted to see what the performance differences were, and there are some measurable performance differences, okay? So if you're extreme into speed, these tires aren't for you. You're going to lose 2 miles an hour top end on your full throttle PAS 5 or whatever you have it set to. You're going to lose at least 2 miles. You're adding an additional 8 pounds to your bike. Now, if that's an issue, then this probably won't be for you. The other thing is it takes a little bit longer to get up to speed when you're doing your pedaling. And in whatever PAS mode you're in, if I'm in PAS 2 or PAS 3 from a dead stop, I start pedaling, it takes me a little bit longer to get to the standard speed that I used to have. Okay, so that's the cons for this tire. The pros, the handling is exceptional. There is no whine, no high-pitched whine like you do with the stock tires. The durability, the traction, the thickness of the tread, everything about this tire is exceptional. So the only drawbacks is you lose a little bit of speed, more weight. Now, you know me, I use a pet ramp and a 70-gallon tote to put my T42 in, and I just roll it up. So that extra weight's not going to impact me at all. Speed-wise, I'm not a speed demon. I'm not into going, 30 miles an hour. My average speed is around 15, and that's where I average. So I didn't really see a drawback there. And I also didn't see a drop in power. My power bar is still at 100%, and we're only at 10 miles, but I'm still at 100% right now on my power bar. So, you're going to have to do an offset. It just depends on what you're looking for. If you want puncture proof, durability, traction, handling, hey, this is a great tire for you. But if you're into extreme high speeds, all that kind of thing, then no, this tire isn't for you. So that's about the best review I can do for this particular tire, guys. I like it. I'm going to keep it. The offsets to me are worth it. So hey, we'll see you on the next one.